Thank you very much for your participation today in our lesson. I really appreciate your, all of your public speaking. So big applause to all of you. Come on. Okay. I would like to give you some feedback. Okay, is it okay? So before that, in every public speaking, when we are delivering presentation, there are 3 golden rules that become trilogy. First, eye contact. Second, body language. And the third, content. Let's talk about this element one by one, shall we? First, eye contact. Why eye contact is important? Because not only our mouth is talking, our eyes are also doing the same. Why? Why don't you go to YouTube, look at Steve Jobs' presentation. You know Steve Jobs? Or Mario Teguh presentation. He or they always sharing eyes to all the audience. But it doesn't mean he's standing like this. I mean, equally share. Okay? If you are, sorry, I'm not going to say your name, but some of the students that deliver your public speaking a few minutes ago, if you are hesitate to share your eyes to the audience, so it will have lack of communication and your messages will be a bit of failure to achieve the audience, a bit of failure. Why? Because eyes are very strong message. When we are talking and our eyes sharing to each of audience, it means that we are communicating deeply, closely, intimately. You understand that? Okay? So eyes are very significant. The number 1 element. Okay. Second one, the BR, body language. So, let's flash back to when I was a lecturer as a docent in UHAMKA and in Ancol University and also in Azad University. So some of my students, when they were doing public speaking or presentation, they were doing the military style like this. No moving. Or Statue of Liberty like this. So it's really, really helpless and useless and even meaningless. Why? Because body language means that you are in one, atmosphere, in one unity with the audience. Okay? So it doesn't mean that you have to be like rapper, I'm sorry, sing like this. No. I mean, just flowing naturally. Okay? Body language. Sometimes you have to a little bit move to the right, or a bit of move to the left, or a little bit 1 step, 2 step, like Mario Teguh, Steve Jobs, or a little bit backward, no problem. But I'm sorry, don't run. Like rocker or something, or rap, it's crazy. So, body language is also important because we are delivering something that should attract our audience attention. That's the second. The third, content. Now, this is the final one. Why content is also important? Because content is the real thing, the real ingredient, the real formula that you cook inside your presentation and deliver as a food to be chewed by your audience. Okay? So please, sometimes we need to put a joke. Don't be too serious. Maybe you almost succeed, or you succeed, but you a little bit tense. Why our content need to be interesting? Because if the content is boring to monotonous, people will get sleepy and groggy. So just kidding. So the content is also significant. Okay. So maybe by practice, maybe you will get used to it. In the upcoming weeks, we will do a lot of things like this. Is it okay? So one more thing. Let's wrap up. So these 3 things, okay, eye contact, body language, content, are the trilogy or triangle that will make you not only become the super extra cool presenter, but also you become one hell of public speakers. I'm telling you, right? Well, I know it's not easy to deliver public speaking or presentation in English, it's not our mother tongue, okay, right? It takes years, or even myself, I confess, I made so many mistakes until now. So probably some of my refer talk is based on, I don't know, I cannot count, flight hours, I don't know, maybe thousands, when I was in Japan, when I was in Saudi Arabia, or when I was in Singapore, but it's still, until now, I feel like I made mistakes, honestly. Even my professors in my university, they claim that me, myself, make mistake. That's normal. Okay? So that's why I want you, each of you, never, ever stop and surrender. This is very interesting and important, and also selling skills. You can make money with this skill, I'm telling you. You can make money. For example, one example. Who knows yet, in the upcoming weeks or month, you'll be given project by TTM or University, and some of the clients, even though not Bule or Pale, maybe Indian or the Philippines or Malaysia or Singapore or Vietnamese, they cannot speak Bahasa Indonesia, but of course they will speak global language, which is English. So if you can speak at least 50% passively, or even more than that, at least when you speak some messages, your partner from that ASEAN country or other Asia country understand, and they can capture. They can capture meaning, and the project is successfully implemented. I think the BOD and the GM, the Taliban man, Fauzan, Mr. Fauzan, will not only promote you, will send you like Enric. Mr. Enric, a few years ago, to the client spot in Timor-Leste, or maybe in Europe. I'm telling you, but it still needs from you to practice this language, right? So one more thing, conclusion. So these three things, eye contact, body language, and content, are the three main thing, the triangle, of public speaking that always needed by everyone who wants to do the skill seriously. So without paying attention to each of the element, eye contact, body language, and what the last one? Content. They will lose its bite, the grips, the touch. So each of it should be integrated tightly, right? So because of that, I believe that in the upcoming days or weeks, all of you, or even some of you who today are not coming, will become one hell of speakers. Because of all of you. Okay, turn off. Okay.